How are all you beautiful people doing today? This is Joe the Platformer here, bringing you part 46 of Shadowbringers. I can't remember. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. Last time, we did start to find a way to help the people at the... Oh god, I even read it earlier. The Inn at Journey's Head. So Halric was able to talk, though he's still kind of out of it. It's better, and we seem to have figured out a way to restore them. And that may help some things going on back in the source. So, we also got word from Kaishir that Dulia-Chai needed help really bad. Turns out that her husband kind of ran away. But did he run away? We'll see. A notable absence. For all his comforting words, Alphinaud was plainly troubled by Master Chai's sudden disappearance. It makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word, but even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone here will have seen something, I am sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether anyone saw him leave, or failing that, if they have any idea where he might have gone. I will meet you at the Glory Gate to compare our notes later on. Okay, see you there. My throat's just... I got a cough! Master Chai? Why, yes, I spoke with him recently, though I recall he was in a rather dour mood. Concerned about Eulmore's neglect of industry, you see. With Lord Vauthry's apparently inexhaustible stores of mule, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. But I assured Master Chai that the Boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade here in Eulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. Your exchange with Moen has taught you about the stagnant state of business in Eulmore. I knew it! I literally said he might be going to, like, take care of things as a leader. And he might not have thought to tell his wife, but, you know. Looking for Master Chai, are you? Is something amiss? When last I saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while, but about his concerns over the city's defenses, amongst other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our men are still recovering after your confrontation with Lord Vauthry, and finding General Ranjit in a heap in the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seemed lost without him. Indeed, a number of them left. Not that we blame you, of course. Without you and yours, we would still be blind to the error of our ways. Anyway, funding permitting, I proposed replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts and Gate Town. We have a duty to protect not only Eulmore, you see, but the surrounding regions of Calusia as well. And I, for one, would welcome any man or woman willing to take up arms for that cause. Indeed, I told him as much, and he seemed relieved to hear it. It was on that note that we parted ways. He headed outside, as I recall. Your exchange with Cornine has taught you about the perilous state of Eulmore's defenses. I recall a man fitting that description. Asked to speak with the poor buggers lately come from right. Said he wanted to know the state of things down in the derelicts, and you can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. The folk here just don't want to survive, they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself, something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him, though. Not content with having his ear chewed out about the derelicts. Excuse me, that was like a burp, but I didn't burp. He asked about the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. Looked like he was headed for Gate Town when last I saw him. Your exchange with Hathenbet has taught you about the poor living conditions of Calusia's downtrodden. Oh, I forgot I can't write him out here. Ah, there you are. How did you fare? Have you learned anything which might offer a clue as to Master Chai's whereabouts? Yeah, here. Interesting. He apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee as well. They discussed the possibility of granting permission to customers from outside Eulmore, an idea to which the proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Sounds like he's got big plans for the place. Eulmore, I mean, not the bee. Perhaps, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Dun 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 dun. For the people! Also, it's nice that he, seems to have immediately just gone to work being the leader. Good! With furrowed brow, Alphinaud carefully considers where best to look next. All we know for certain is that Master Chai has shown great concern not only for Eulmore, but its surrounding settlements. It seems logical, then, that having consulted those within the city walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Seosamh, if you would go and make inquiries and write, I shall do likewise in stillitude. Right! Gate Town I leave to you, Kai-Shir. Fair enough. Where should we meet when we finished? Well, Top Rung would seem to me to be his next most likely destination. Let us reconvene there. With any luck, one of us will have stumbled upon him by then. But if not, we will be well situated to continue our search. Agreed. See you guys there. I forgot I can't use a mount. I forgot that this was the town you could teleport to, and I flew all the way over here. No. The name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistel gentleman here not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Eulmore, or rather the lack of them. We lost a great many people to their promises of mule and the chance of a lavish life among the free, and Vauthry thought to take even more from us, conscripting the few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. I needn't tell you what happened when the senators came. Such things are hard to forgive. But Vauthry is gone now, and we're curious to see what will become of Eulmore in his absence. That's what I told your friend Chai-Nuzz, was it? And I'm sure the others said the same. Not what he wanted to hear, I suppose, because he left soon after, and that was that. Alphinaud! So, he paid a visit to both Wright and Gate Town as well, did he? Yeah. I see. Kai-Shir and I glean much the same. He seems determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Kalugia, the only likely place he has left to go being Amity. Come, if we are quick, we may yet catch up with him. Yeah, come on. No, why are you guys walking? I have mounts! Wait, no. Hang on. Now just rolls up to Alphinaud. Get in, loser. We're going Chai-Nuzz hunting. Chai. Master Chai. Chai-Nuzz. Talk to us. Seosamh, Alphinaud, Kai-Shir. What are you doing here? We might ask you the same, Master Chai. We've been looking all over for you. Looking for me? Whatever for? Lady Chai has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims you disappeared without so much as a word, and bade us return you to her side. What in blazes are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers. Though, I suppose she could have overlooked it. And when she gets an idea to her head, I can only apologize. No harm done, Master Chai, but since we are here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told you had been elected mayor, and from what we've gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring about the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Kalusia. That much is true. But I am by no means sure I am the man to solve them. Tackling our many challenges will require resources, and until I have secured them, I would not be right to assume the role of mayor. I see. And you believe said resources can be found here? Indeed. The people's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I have already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is in itself proof of your suitability. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I am certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. For what little it is worth, We will vouch for you should he require convincing. Whatever you need, you can count on us. I just wanted to let him know that, like, we're here for him, you know? I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. You've got your actions to speak for you. Well said. For as long as I can remember, all I've ever wanted was to make it into Eulmore. But that dream's gone now, burst like a bubble, or a boil more like. Anyway, outside of repaying Master Alphinaud, I haven't had a clue what to do with myself. Spent most days in a daze. But you've been running up and down, trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. And I reckon you could do it. You got this lot up to Mount Mulg, didn't you? How hard could mayoring be? You're gonna steer Eulmore to a better future, I know it. And I want to help. Properly help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work it out on the way. If you let me come with you, that is. You give me entirely too much credit, the lot of you. But I can't deny it gives me heart. Come then. Let us press on together. Thank you, Master Chai. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Eulmore needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I am here. To find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. Who is this man exactly, and are you certain he's here in Amity? Rendon is his name, and yes he is, or was. I had scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to Vauthry's father when he was in office. If Ranjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left, and between them, they kept Eulmore on the road to prosperity. The city needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. But even if you do, what makes you think he will listen? Before giving chase, might it not be wise to speak with those who know him here in Amity? They may be able to shed some light on his reason for rejecting your overtures out of hand. Yes, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps we should start with Tristal, then, as I recall, you made rather a favorable impression on him. I'm certain he would be willing to talk to us. Yeah. My throat's dying! Doing all these different voices! Greetings, friend, and to you too, Master Chai. I presume you are here to ask after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. Yes, well, with Vauthry gone, Eulmore wants for a leader. Should no one rise to the challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in the hope that we could build a better Eulmore together, and that is still my wish. But given how abominably we're mistreated there, I would quite understand if you chose not to help. Choose. Worry not, Master Chai. I bear no grudge against you or the people of Eulmore, and I would not see you suffer for Vauthry's villainy. Can't talk in this voices forever! As you no doubt gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendon can be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Eulmore's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. I can see it in your eyes, in the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive. Commit to this course, and prove to him Eulmore has the resolve to change. The resolve to change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go and speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Very well. To Pit 8 we shall go, and I will not take no for an answer. Nay, not even a maybe. Well said, Chai-Nuzz. Thank you, Tristal. This thing looks so crazy at night! Voice?
Well, it's you again.
Wasn't expecting voiced.
Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
Ooh. Ooh. Low blow.
I didn't invite them, as it happens, though they are indeed my friends. Well, not only mine, but every true Eulmoreans. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Vauthry's villainy, the famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vauthry. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Hear, hear, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make.
Sorry, quick edit there. Dog needed out.
In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Eulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vauthry was creating. And so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai-Nuzz, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vauthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say. It is my hope that Eulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together. A great many people, myself included, flocked to Eulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. It seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance. Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us. The distinction between free and bonded died with Vauthry. The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive. To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on. But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur. My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon, will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems. Build a Eulmore for the people.
A Eulmore for the people. I rather like the sound of that. But before I offer you my counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Eulmore's problems. But first, I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
Oh, why does my foot keep falling asleep? Right then. Is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? You seem to have conducted an assessment of the problem, or the problems Eulmore now faces. I assure you will agree, therefore, that the matter of dwindling food stores is the most pressing. Ah, yes. Mulg being neither a desirable nor less sustainable option, I assume alternative God, I can't read today. Alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. And a man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence, perhaps. So tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer, and I will consider offering you my counsel. A combination of measures would seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. Go on. For the present, Eulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. This would afford us time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. The villages that once served as source of oh god, I got bright! Of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, that we can rekindle relations with our neighbors, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. My. Think of that all by yourself, did you? Well, yes. It began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago, after speaking with the peoples of Eulmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me, Chai-Nuzz? I think it's News. I forget what he said. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet. Only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. A fair point, Rendon, and one to which I have given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid in the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos? But Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we need in no time at all. Da 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 da. Finding good help. Let me see. Alright. Chai-Nuzz's look of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking of his knees. Rendon is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time we simply do not have. It is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Calusia. You mean those ones that attack? They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so will still be at top rung. Come with me. Alright. Dude, the camera that you get when you use that lock-on is so nice. It is positioned beautifully. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dashedly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether in a Talos. We need only get within throwing distance of one and let fly. Why do I keep having a yawn? Thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious! An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Eulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I have said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's as may be, Kai-Shir, but Renan tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Hear, hear! Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kai-Shir says, these lands are dangerous, if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Okay. We'll do this. You can trust me. Good. Then let's be off to the quick way, through the north gate, and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Alright. I really hope I don't get him killed! That would suck and be really sad! Keep a lookout for danger and alert Chai-Nuzz when it is safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass, as well as zoom in and out. Point the spyglass at Chai-Nuzz and give him the signal to sneak near the Talos with R2 and X. My mic is, like, kind of down. What? You can't tell... What? Oh god, I have to click him? Okay. My bad. I was clicking the frickin' Talos. I had a little flash of an image in my brain that it turned around and smacked him. Like, not in the face, just like across the yard. Well, good for him. Alright, I did it. I did it. Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? Alright, so it's gonna get more complicated from here, right? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God. Ah! Yeah, not yet. Those guys will see him. Ah! He said, please don't turn around. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. God, I remember when I used to be a meat coat. I remember that. That pose. Good job. I think I even had the same, like, face back in the day. I changed Al Ra as soon as it became a thing. You may leave the next one to me, Seosamh. Are you sure? Please. I'm so expecting him to get, like cell-smacked Hercule across the Cell Games arena into that rock. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Dude, that other shot made me think it wasn't gonna work. Thought it was game over. Haha! That should do it! Now we have all we need to proceed. Yeah, I used to be a Miikote boy. I think I got pictures of Seosamh still from when he was a kitty. When a Miikote... I said kitty for some fucking reason. I think I was doing it condescendingly, but take that as you will. Da 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 da. Hell yeah. Good for you, Master Chai. Is this gonna be voiced? Probably not. Yeah, no. I guess turning it in probably will, though. I could scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. Dude, that angle made me think they were falling! I thought they were gonna crush him. I don't know, I just got a really bad feeling. I didn't. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Eulmore's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next Mayor of Eulmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Eulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Eulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. Would you not agree? Of course it is. We should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that, Lady Chai's word sick. I kind of want a Talos mount now. We just sit on its shoulder or something. Or carries us around like an Iron Giant would or something. I don't know. It'd be great. I just had a weird Malcolm in the Middle moment of the Talos like sprinting out all anime style. And it just, I don't know.
Right. Right then. Form a line and make for Eulmore.
I'm a little nervous that it just switched to voice. But we'll see what happens.
What's that noise?
It's Ardbert's great descendant. It's his great-great-grandchild. He's got different colored hair.
Wicked White! Runaway Talos!
I love the Wicked White thing, by the way.
guard!
If these things get destroyed, I'm gonna get so mad.
Stay back! All of you!
Is that... Darling,
But of course I'm back. You didn't see.
Dearest, oh my God!
He's dying! Stop it! He's already dead!
Oh, dear.
I really thought a Talos was gonna do something fucked up. He died. She broke his back. Why did they actually have Alphinaud heal him? Why? Why would you guys do that? That's too fucking awesome. That's so funny. Oh, okay, alright.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending, instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
That's true. That's not just true. It made sense to leave a letter in theory. But yes, you should always tell your significant other when you're doing something. But, unless it's like a surprise party. But, what I meant to say is that this is like true love, man. I love this. He's like, no, I goofed, you know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Admit when you're wrong.
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor.
To comment further on my being a Miko originally, I think I even had that same type of beard.
And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Yep. What?
Dearest, please!
Oh, God. Why? How did they make it funny again? It was the same thing that happened and it was funny again. Come on, man. Oh, God. That was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. Oh, more seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word is spread around Eulmore, it would be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Alright, this we will leave off at. Anyway, that's all. That's all the time I have. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified if you haven't already. Always helps a ton, and I appreciate it every single time that you guys do. Anyway, I'll be seeing you all in part 47 of Shadowbringers. Love you all, and I hope your dreams come true. Peace out, everyone.